Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Young Adult Edition. We are so excited to be joining you in 2020. We hope you all had a fantastic Christmas and a fantastic New Year. We can't wait to hear all about it. Drop your comments about what you did down below so that we know what's going on. And today, we are talking all about how to keep bookish resolutions. We're so excited because we are now streaming from our Young Adult Edition page on Facebook. So from now on, we will be here live on Facebook.com/Young Adult Edition. And today, I'm joined by my fabulous co-hosts, Amber R. Duell and Elle Beaumont. How are you ladies doing?
Great.
Good. How are you?
Good. Excited to be back. Do you guys have bookish resolutions? We're going to be talking about them this year, but did you make resolutions bookish or otherwise?
I did.
How about you, Amber?
I did. Only bookish because I'm not dieting or anything.
I mean, priorities, right? Priorities.
Yes.
All right. Well, today we are diving in, talking all about those bookish resolutions, and we want to hear from you guys. If you're joining us live or you happen to be on our replay, go ahead and drop us a line down below. Let us know what your bookish resolutions are. If you want to give a shout out to those other resolutions, we'd love to hear those too. We're going to be chatting about them all day today on the episode. But before we dive in, we are going to talk about some fantastic book world news and brand new releases. So, ladies, I know we've got some fun book world news. Amber, what do we have?
We have this. My Thumbelina retelling comes out tomorrow. So it's Thumbelina set in 1930s. Vaudeville funness. Yay. And I am giving away these cute magnetic bookmarks. I don't know if you guys can see them with the glare, but it's Lena, Thumbelina, and
Opposite.
Lena and Nick, who is the sparrow in the story. So, yeah, if you comment, the more comments you leave, the bigger chance you get. So live broadcast or any time today during the replay.
So guys, make sure you are leaving comments as we go today so that you can up your chances to win those amazing bookmarks that Amber is giving away while we're on air. And Elle, I know you've got some fun book world news too.
I do. So I already have one new story out, which is one of 4 parts of a mermaid collection. Brotherhood of the Sea is the first one, and that one actually released the 31st of December. But next week, I have another one coming out, which is Bindings of the Sea. And the stories are about this particular mermaid kingdom, and it ranges from hundreds of years to centuries. And it's all about these mermaids coming together, fighting for their kingdom and their beliefs. And it's fun adventure. The reviews that I've gotten on it so far have been amazing, that they love the world building and the characters. So check them out. They will be dropping every 2 weeks. So just keep your eye out for those.
Fantastic. If you guys are looking forward to these, make sure you let us know in the comments down below. And we do have some brand new releases that we are shouting out in just a second. We do have one more piece of book world news. We're going to talk about that at the end of today's show because it might just be connected to next week's episode. But if you have book world news that we should be reporting on, we would love to hear from you. Go ahead and drop us a line and check out our weekly breaking book world news over at youngadultedition.com/news. And if you want to be a reporter for us, bringing us these breaking details, go ahead and come on over to youngadultedition.com/join the team for details. We're actually going to be announcing some really cool people we're taking on as members of our reporting team next week. We cannot wait. We got to let everybody know this week. It's going to be really good. But if you want to join the team, we're still looking for people to come hang out, create content with us, report for us, and do all sorts of fun things for the behind the scenes of Young Adult Edition, where we're going to shout you out for being fabulous. So come over to youngadultedition.com/join the team. Now, we do have some new releases this week. If you want to see more of these new releases or get the full list of books coming out this week, you can go over to youngadultedition.com/new-releases for all of those details. Let's take a look. You already know you're going to see something a little on the familiar side here. And every single week, we are dropping brand new book world releases from the QD Bibliophile. The Quick and Dirty Bibliophile drops brand new releases in young adult, paranormal romance, and some other really cool new adult genres over on her Instagram page and her Facebook page. Make sure you are checking out her work as she's breaking all of the details on the books coming out this week that you cannot miss. And major shout out to Amber's book, which comes out tomorrow, When Stars Are Bright, her brand new Thumbelina retelling. Let us know which of these books you're most excited for, and give all the love to Amber's book in the comment below. And if you've got a book coming out the next couple of weeks we should know about, go ahead and let us know. And if we missed a book, let us know so we can add it to our list. All right, guys, are you ready? Today we are talking all about how to keep bookish resolutions. So, shout out. Do you have a bookish resolution this year? What is it? And what do you intend to do to keep it? Ladies, you mentioned you've got your bookish resolutions. We're talking all about those today. I'm really excited. Elle, let's talk a little bit about some of the common types of bookish resolutions. What do you have for us?
So I think the most common resolution is a set number of books in a year. But there are different ways that you can go about your resolution. You can divide it in new releases or classics. You can do pages read. I mean, there are different ways that you can even do it. I'm going to talk about mine in particular. My resolution is tackling some of these reads up here. And you can go off of your own bookshelf. You can go off of, like I said, new releases. You can go out there and look for new authors purposely. I mean, there are so many different ways. You can read colored, like different colors in a month. There's just so many different challenges and ways that you can set goals for yourself and complete these challenges.
Connie's in the comments and she is saying, I have several books I have on my must-read list that have been on my shelf for too long. So Connie, give us a shout out. Let us know, what are you going to do to keep that resolution and make sure you actually get those books read this year? Amber, do you have any insight on how you can be working with these book numbers that we are getting through this year?
Well, I am going to just let my Nook run out of battery and not charge it. Because I have so many because it's easier to read in bed with that because I don't have to have a light and all that. So my resolution is to get some of my paperback and hardcover backlist read, at least one shelf of them on my bookshelf. So I'm just gonna not charge my Nook, and we're gonna ignore the Kindle app on my phone. That doesn't exist either. I don't like reading on my phone. But so yeah, you could just force yourself to do it. Hide some of the other books you don't want to read. If you're reading all purple books, stick them away. I am really bad at sticking to resolutions. Okay.
I feel like a lot of people are too. Like, it's hard, especially when you've got a big number of books. Connie's in the comments saying she wants to read at least 30 books this year. Girl, I get you. I think for me, if I were to make a resolution in which I was going to read a certain number of books, which I don't because I don't stick to it, so I just don't make it. I would have to make a calendar. I would have to make a schedule, and I would have to stick to it, put a little padding in there in case life gets in the way. And then if I could get in some extra, that would be good too. I like to set the bar a little on the lower side and then aim for over it. So, I mean, that's the best I can do for tips for you guys. Set the bar low, then aim higher. And if you don't make it, it's still okay because you made your lower.
Nobody should listen to you anyway because you haven't read an actual book and I don't even know.
It's true though. I have not. I have written. I have not read.
There should be a Goodreads where you can count the webtoons that you've read as a book.
Some of them are on there.
Yes. Most of them that we've been reading, guys, we're kind of derailing here for a minute. Our nerd is showing, but most of the ones that we have read are on there. So count.
Well, I would have won my Goodreads goal then.
Guys, okay, so just a little side note, are you a fan of webcomics? Do you read webtoons? If you do, let us know which stories you're reading. We have a little nerd group going in Instagram direct message with some friends of ours, and I may have something for you in a few weeks, so stay tuned. I can't tell you, but dang, it's kind of cool. So stick around. Big news is coming if you happen to like webcomics. Give us a shout out. Connie says, I have about 10 I put on my must read this year. I'm going to do at least once a month. There we go. Very nice. I love it. If you've got tips and tricks for how to keep your bookish resolutions, let us know down below. If you've got some bookish resolutions that we didn't mention at the top of the show, we are going to be talking about more. So let us know. We'll add it into our list. And if you are just joining us now, we are running a contest today. Amber, I know you've got our next topic, so tell us a little bit about your giveaway and then jump in.
Comment, and the more you comment, the more you get a chance to win magnetic bookmarks from When Stars Are Bright. And are you sure that I am next?
Yes. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Wait. Okay, we're on book buying bans.
Yes.
Guys, it's been a while, okay? Listen.
Delete.
Welcome to 2020.
It's been like 2 long weeks for me and Amber with the kids, okay?
I'm just gonna say, I just want to point out, because I can, this time it wasn't me messing it up. It's always me. It wasn't me this time.
I'm just looking, I'm like, no, that's not my color. Okay, anyway.
We already talked about that one in
Sorry, okay. So, book buying bans. If you have a book buying ban, you don't want to buy any more books because you're like us who have way too many and you just keep buying more. And you got to save some of that money, just, spend it all on Christmas. You could get review copies from authors and do it that way. It's free. The author gets review. It's win-win. But what are some ways you guys think? Elle?
So I actually have myself on a book buying ban, and I I lifted that ban for your book. So I took myself off of that. But I'm going to backtrack just a little bit because I didn't get to, we ended up derailing a little bit. I actually have a goal for myself to read 50 books. And out of those 50 books, I'm trying to read off of my shelf because if you guys, I think most of you have seen like my massive teal shelf behind me. I'm trying to read what I own. And that means I'm not getting art copies because I'm trying to read what I own and not like go out and look for things, which means I'm on a book ban period. So in a roundabout way, I guess the only way that you can get around buying books is to get those review copies from authors. I can't do that because I'm on a book ban, not just buying. So reaching out to authors, if you see that they're looking for help getting reviews and everything, reach out to them. Get as many of those books. They count toward your goal, whatever kind of goal it is. If you're looking for a debut author, if you're looking for, because there are different challenges. Like you can actually like categorize these into colors: debut author, indie author, traditional author. You can go out there and really hunt for these books and authors that would love to work with you. So that is my long-winded answer that I like.
I think for me, obviously, I'm in camp, please review for authors. And I know when I was very much into reviewing books and working with authors and it was before I was a writer, so I had more time on my hands. I was very big into working with these authors. And so when I didn't want to spend money to get books, I would go and review them as advanced copies or even after the books were out. And that was a great way to not only be social in the book world and to get a first look at some of these books and really help people out, but also to not spend money on books that I would want to read. So I am such a big advocate for that. But I love what Connie is actually saying in the comments. She says, I'm on a similar ban to Elle, except next month for my birthday. So here's a quick tip for you that I just thought of because of Connie. If you are on a book buying ban and you do not want to do outside books, if you want to do things that you already own, or if you want to work for authors, but it kind of seems like a really hard thing to do to not go and buy more books, build into your schedule little cheat days, little cheat times. So if you have the next 4 months where you're not allowed to buy any more books, pick one weekend where you can go get one book. Give yourself a little reward for staying really, really strong within that particular resolution, and have a cheat day on that one so that you have that to look forward to. You know you're going to reward yourself in that way, and that makes you stronger on staying true to those resolutions as you are withholding from buying all the fun books. So shout out to Connie. That was a great idea. She's also agreeing with you guys about the kids. So
It's
hey, let us know if you are joining us live. Do you have questions for us? We would love to get those answered while we're on air today. We are back for 2020. We're really excited to be hanging out with you guys live on Facebook.com/Young Adult Edition. We're now live on the Young Adult Edition platform instead of my author platform, and we're so thrilled to have all of you here. If you've got those questions for us, get them in now. We've got another topic or two we're going to be chatting about with you. And Connie's in the comments giving all the love to cheat days. Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
Or cheat authors. I would have a cheat author. Like if Sarah Moss put out a new book, like I would cheat with that.
Oh yeah,
that's a great one.
This right here. This is my cheat author right here. Shout out to A.G. Howard. My friends. I support my friends. So,
if you guys have not seen our A.G. Howard episode, make sure you do. It's over on our YouTube pages. You do not want to miss out on that. It was a lot of fun. And stay tuned. Just stay tuned. All right, let's move on. What else do we have, Amber?
So writing reviews on time. That's really hard for me. And I am not good at writing reviews because they're like, I liked this book. Not that that matters.
Those count though. Those do. For those who are worried, like, oh, I stink at writing reviews. I like this book counts, just so you know.
It does. It's a numbers game.
It is.
It is.
I like this book because the characters are great. I like this book because the world building was amazing. The end. That's all it has to be.
Yes. This book has a great cover. It was good. You know, something quick and easy. But writing it on time, what do you guys feel about that? Is that easy for you guys? Hard for you guys?
You know what? I tend to, it depends on what the review is. If it's an arc, I always write on time. If it is a book that I have on my shelf that I need to kind of ruminate, shout out to Webtoons now. Anyway, I need to ruminate on that. Then I will give it like a day or two, like so I can process. But a lot of the times I'll kind of like write down keynotes about things that I want to actually incorporate into my review, like things that I think are important for people that liked it, or it's something that could be a deal breaker for them, maybe. Like, so if you don't like, then don't. But if you do like, then do. So I will give myself like a day or two after I finish a book, unless it's an arc.
For me, like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
If it's, as a reader, if I'm looking at a book, I go to the bad reviews and see why they didn't like it. I don't, like, if you liked it, like, okay, you're going to tell me the characters are great, blah, blah, blah. So even if you don't like a book, go review it, because if you're like, oh, I didn't like this because there was a love triangle, I still might be like, well, perfect, give me that.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
I think for me, it can definitely be hard to write reviews on time because life gets in the way. So I love that Elle kind of takes notes and like writes down the important things that she wants to add. I feel like for me, I have to force myself to do it the day I finish it, because if I don't do it that day, I will get distracted and things will get in my way and I will put it off. And the longer I put it off, the easier it is to say, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's already been 3 days. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's been 2 weeks. So for me, I have to make sure that I intentionally go and do it the day I finish it. Otherwise, I may not do it on time or at all, which is a bit of a problem. So writing reviews for me really comes down to making the effort to do it that day and not putting it off for any reason. And if for some reason I can't post it that day, I will try to at least write it. So all I have to do is copy and paste it the next day. But within like 24 hours of finishing it, I need to have it up, or it's probably not going to get it done. So guys, let us know, how do you go about getting your reviews up in time?
I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to say, in the case of those that have like insanely busy lives, you have kids, you have an insane job or something, I'm going to say you should review, as an author, you should review the book, period. It doesn't matter if it's a bad review. It doesn't matter if it's a good review. Of course, we love good reviews, but we know that we can't always get just good. If you're like, oh, like I'll rate it, but I can't write a review. I don't have enough time. Just say that you liked it. Just say it didn't work for you. The end. It can be really short and concise. You don't need to go into the complexity of the characters, the world building, the magic system. Like, you don't have to review the entire book in like in that you're writing like this massive paragraph in detail. Just be simple about it. And it really, honest to goodness, I know the Kindle app, as soon as you're done reading a book, it brings up the review page, which I absolutely love that. And it goes to Amazon. And if your Goodreads is linked up to Amazon, it goes right to Goodreads too. So it takes 2 seconds to say, I love this book. The end. That's it.
And it's also as simple as bullet points. I know you were mentioning if you like this, you'll like this book. And if you don't like this, you won't like this book. If you just say, if you like this stuff, bullet point 1, 2, 3, here you go. If you don't like it, bullet point 1, 2, 3, and then move on. It's super simple to do. Connie's in the comments saying, I don't have time to write in-depth reviews, but I find authors still appreciate a short review, so I always leave at least 2 sentences in my review. So good call there. Good call there. Connie is in the comments. She is saying, what are some of your author goals for 2020? Amber, what you got?
Oof. I have 3 books coming out this year. So my goal is basically, as an author, to survive. That's it.
That's so funny. You do have a book coming out tomorrow. Shout out.
Shout out there. I'll be getting mine in the mail before I go on vacation.
Yay. Elle, what are your author goals for 2020?
Survive. Because I have a lot planned. I'm not going to say what I have coming out because I don't want to like jinx myself. But I have a lot.
Me in 2019.
Yes. But I have a lot coming out. I'm shouting out my mermaid stories. And then also, I am going to say this because this is not something that will jinx. I will be finishing up the Hunter series. So that's like one of my goals, is really finishing up the Hunter series this year and finishing up my Nick story. Vastly different from...
Which I know what it is, and I want it. Gimme.
Yes. So that's my goal. Is I can say that one is to finish the Hunter series.
That's super exciting. I love it. If you guys are authors and you've got author goals, drop them down below. Let us know. Let us know what you've got going on this year in your author life. For me, I have lots of books coming out. All those books that didn't come out in 2020 because I had some big life things going on, they're coming out this year. Plus more. I've got lots and lots and lots of plans. I'm also starting a line. Here's a little side note here. Starting a line of nonfiction books on social media strategy. So I will have both fiction and nonfiction in 2020. Some of them are actually being reviewed right now and will be up in the next couple of days. So I'm really excited for this one. I cannot wait to be doing all the fun stuff. In terms of author goals, I am also going to a couple of different events. I'm speaking at different conventions. And I'm doing some traveling, so I'm very excited for that. I am, in terms of my, like, if we're talking like author goals, I'm going to be expanding the ads that I'm doing. I'm going to be getting some more features, a lot of really fun behind the scenes stuff to build up my marketing, and looking at some cool events for later in the year as well. So big author goals happening over here. If you've got more questions for us, now's a great time to drop those. Connie's in the comments saying she's starting an Academy series. Woohoo! This is exciting. We know Academy is very hot right now. We should do an episode on the trending topics in YA Lit.
We should. Which is also, guys, if you don't know this, supernatural prisons are also on trend.
very trendy right now. If you are in any of the author groups, it's all anybody's talking about. So if you're an author looking for a topic, we got you.
We got you.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit and talk about like what other bookish resolutions are out there. So this is kind of like a broad topic because there are so many different ways that you can make resolutions. Like I said earlier, there are challenges on Instagram. If any of you guys are like huge on Instagram, you'll notice that they actually have monthly challenges. In the month of the challenges, there's actually topics that you can abide by every week or every day, depending on what you want to do. There are also readathons, 24 hours. I don't know how these people do that. Like 24 hours of reading.
I would die.
I can do, I'm going to say this, back when I just did reviewing and I had just met KM, I read Golden and what was it? It was Golden and, oh my gosh, a Colleen Hoover book. I read both of those in the same day. I devoured both of those in the same day. And we're talking like that was probably close to 800 pages in a day. Okay, so I could not do that now. I could not. But that is what I did in a day. And I mean, there are so many different challenges that you can look up. I'm actually part of the Unread Shelf Challenge, which is a yearly challenge, and you challenge yourself in a month. And it's just to read all your shelves, you know, like all the books, clean out your shelves. If you're never going to read it, clean it out. That's another challenge. What am I never going to read that I'm just staring at and it's collecting dust? What do you ladies think?
Well, there's the beat the backlist, which is what I'm going to try to do. But I'm doing my bookish embroidery business, which is opening sometime this month, fingers crossed, where you can order these kind of things. But yeah, that's it. Beat the backlist, survive. Open business.
Survive and somehow write in between. Like
yes. I don't want to do any of the other challenges because like my time, it's either I have nothing going on or all the things all at once. So I know I'm going to fail at them if I try to do like this month and this month. Like it's not going to happen.
I totally get that. I feel like there's a lot of really great bookish challenges out there in terms of reading or cleaning up your shelves or like acquiring new books. I feel like there should be a challenge where it's like, how many books can you buy in a month? I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But
I'll take that challenge.
We'd all want
that challenge because
no, I'm hoping you'll find us. But I would love to see people kind of parlay off of this and create bookish craft challenges or like bookmark challenges or like create fan art challenges, like
yes,
stuff that goes with the books but is not necessarily about reading or buying books or not buying books.
That we should. And like a mermaid thing, but like
yes, book art, book crafts,
something like
books,
August, or April, whatever. We can work on that.
Listen, if you want to be on the new team, the new committee for creating this particular holiday, please let us know now. Come join us. We're actually going to make this happen because this sounds like a lot of fun, but we need your help. So come to us and be the chair of our committee because we need your help. Connie's here. Connie, you're getting drafted. But that would be so much fun. Let us know, guys. Do you have any other bookish resolutions that we should chat about? Ladies, before we wrap up today, anything else we need to chat about?
Just read and review. That's it. If you read it, review it.
Elle has challenged you. If you read it, review it.
Thrown down the gauntlet. All the books that you read this year, review it. That is my challenge to you, Amber and KM and Connie and everybody who's watching. If you read it, review it.
I love it. I think that's a great way to end it. Next week, we will be here for another episode of Young Adult Edition. We're going to be talking all about And I told you guys we had a little bit of book world news for this one. Very excited for this one. We're going to be talking about bookish podcasts next week because we are doing a spin-off of Young Adult Edition in podcast form with entirely different content. We're going to be having some amazing people join us. We're going to talk about the origin story of how they got into the publishing world. We're going to be talking about the behind the scenes of what goes on in the publishing world and those messy parts of getting the favorite books that you love out into the world that people aren't really discussing outside of the industry. So we're going to be taking a look at how your favorite books came to be. You can come hang out at HeyI'mWriting.com, the Young Adult Edition podcast, which comes out very, very soon. So stay tuned. We're going to be talking all about it next week in our brand new episode of Young Adult Edition right here on Facebook.com/Young Adult Edition. My screen didn't change. Facebook.com/Young Adult Edition. Let me see if I can get that over there. Apply. There we go. Every single Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Facebook page. And if you have an author you would love to see on our show or on the podcast, go ahead and give them a shout out. Make sure you're tagging them in the comments below so that they know why you want them on the show. So it's not just a weird random tag, and tell us why they should be coming to chat with us and what topic you would love to hear them speak on. We want to hear from you guys. If you happen to be an author who wants to join us, let us know that too. And of course, you can come join us for all the fun over at YoungAdultEdition.com because we've got a ton of great stuff going on, including book world news, new releases, and behind the scenes videos with our breaking news. Before we go, where can everybody find you, Elle?
You can find me at Elle Beaumont Books on Instagram and Facebook. Sorry, it's been a while. You can always find me at ellebeaumontbooks.com. You can find me on Twitter, which is Elle Beaumont. And you can find me on YouTube, which is also Elle Beaumont.
Amber, where can everybody find you?
My website is amberrduel.com. I'm on Facebook, Amber R. Duel Author, Twitter, Amber R_Duel, and Instagram, Amber R. Duel.
Fantastic. And of course, you can come hang out with me at kmrobinson.com. KMRobinsonBooks.com. You can come to KMRobinson.com too. That's my social media strategy, so you'll find me either way. But if you want more about the books, I'm excited for you guys to come hang out at KMRobinsonBooks.com. Danielle is here. Hey, girl. Excited that you are here. Watch it back because we're doing a contest today that you don't want to miss out on. Amber's giving away fabulous bookmarks that go with her brand new Thumbelina retelling that comes out tomorrow. So stay tuned and watch the replay and leave comments because you have until tomorrow. Come hang out with me at KMRobinsonBooks.com and at KMRobinsonBooks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, IGTV, YouTube, all those fun, fabulous places. And we will see you guys again next week right here on Facebook.com/Young Adult Edition at 10 a.m. And shout out for Amber's book coming out tomorrow. Hold it up one more time, girl. One more time. One more time.
Show that thing.
Look at how pretty.
Check out her brand new Thumbelina retelling, When Stars Are Bright, tomorrow, and leave the review love. We'll see you next week. Until then, have a fantastic day and stay inspired. Bye-bye.